guys. Hey, it's Tim. How are you? What are you doing today? Sweet, sweet. I am going for a little backpacking ride up here in the Laguna Mountains. I wanted to test out some being in the cold. It's going to be cold, like 28 degrees tonight. So we're going to do about, I don't know, 5-6 miles northbound on the PCT. Go over to the Laguna campground, take a walk-in spot. They've got walk-in camping over there. Pretty cheap, I think, I hope. Camp overnight, freeze my buns off, walk around, enjoy, just be cold. It's gonna be awesome. Come on, let's go. Come on. Okay, so I'm hiking north on the PCT, just a few miles. I'm gonna turn off and go up to Monument Peak, just a little side trail, and go check out the peak. But on this trip, I just needed to get out, right? And do some overnight. And I've got this new Hyperlight Mountain Gear Southwest backpack that I wanna try out on an overnighter, and actually holds a little bit more stuff. And so far, it carries pretty comfortably. Now because I'm only doing an overnight thing, I swapped out like my rain gear. There's no rain gear and, you know, a lot of food. There's not much food in here. But I did bring, don't laugh. Don't start laughing. I brought a chair. I've got a chair strapped on here and an additional sleeping pad. Just for some extra warmth and, you know, just a little extra padding. It's gonna be nice. So I have my inflatable Thermarest and the Z-Lite pad on here. So and may or may not set up the shelter. We're gonna find out later. I might just sleep under the stars. That'd be really nice. That's what we're going for. But anyway, we're gonna hike along this beautiful part of the PCT. I really like this spot. Well, the trees and so much beautiful fall colors. Hopefully I'll catch some of that for you. We're gonna see some beautiful fall colors, and we're gonna hike up to Monument Peak right now. Okay, here we go. We're hiking. Hey, so I just hiked up the Monument Peak Trail, which is that thing right behind me. Those towers up there. I'm not gonna go up there. It's a little bit further, and I've only got about 45 minutes of daylight left. So I wanna get to camp kind of before it gets dark, or right as it's getting dark. But the view up here, so first of all, that trail was pretty tight. Pretty tight manzanita, tearing me all up. Coming down through there, it was pretty tight, but it was neat because hardly anybody comes up here. But anyway, check out this view. As I show it to you, not even at the top, but you can see the desert pretty fantastically. I can even see San Jacinto Mountain straight away. You probably can't see it, it's probably all fogged out, but I can see San Jacinto Peak. That's beautiful. And right there is where I just threw my backpack on the ground. There's the towers. Okay, we're gonna head back down because, you know, it's darn cold up here. Okay, I just found my campsite. It's like, I feel like it's the middle of the night, but it's only like 5:45. I've been walking around in the dark until I found a place to camp. I'm gonna camp right here along this log on the ground. You probably can't see any of this, but there's some grass and a log. There's my pack. So I'm gonna set up a little camp here and make some dinner. I'm making some dinner. And I'm gonna lay right here. I'm gonna sleep right here under the stars. It's gonna be fantastic. Fantastic. What are we having? You ask? Three Sisters Southwestern quinoa and beans. Hopefully it's gonna be good because I'm hungry. And then for dessert, I got a Snickers bar. It's cold, but down here I'm in this kind of little cavity, little valley, which is bad. You're not supposed to sleep in a valley when it's cold. But it's actually quite a bit warmer than it was out in the open. There's bushes and trees all around me. Good morning. Morning's here, morning time. Good morning. It's freezing. Yeah, it's cold, man. But the sun has just risen. I'm gonna make some coffee and some breakfast. So let's get up and get moving. Before the campground ranger guy comes and finds me here in the bushes. I gotta get out of here. What's that over there, a pumpkin? Huh. So here's what I slept on. My Tyvek ground cover, my Z-Lite, Thermarest Z-Lite pad, my Thermarest Neo Air X-Lite, and then my UGQ 20 degree quilt, blue. All right, so apparently it didn't freeze last night. My water's not frozen, and I have this little weather measuring doohickey that connects to your phone and tells you the temperature. So it only got down to about 33 degrees last night, and that was early this morning, probably about 6 o'clock. And that was the coldest it got. So this thing's pretty cool. It works good. It works with your Bluetooth on your phone. Look what I found in the bushes. It's Jack. Good morning, Jack. Well, I'm back walking again. I just got out of the, spent a little time in the privy there, the potty, to change out of my sleeping clothes. Because it looked like the Michelin Man. Kinda, not really. Sort of, but not really. So yeah, I slept in these microfiber fleece leggings and long sleeve shirt and some super thick wool socks, and then my Nike pants, a t-shirt, my alpaca hoodie, which I'm wearing right here, my big jacket, and a buff around my neck and a beanie on my head, and my gloves on my hands. And it was cold. It was pretty cold. I'm thinking about maybe switching to a sleeping bag, back to a sleeping bag, and see if that works. I was cold. Just, man, the beautiful smells when you're walking through a campground in the morning of everybody's campfires, and they're making breakfast, and you smell bacon cooking, and oh, it's beautiful. I love being in the campground in the morning. I'm headed back out to the meadows. We're gonna make some coffee. We found a great spot. We're gonna make some coffee and some breakfast. Enjoy the morning before heading back to the truck. stick in my coffee. This is a really beautiful, beautiful view. Huh. That's pretty good. A 5-year-old mountain house, biscuits and gravy. Woo! There's actually little biscuits in there. I'm starving. So this is pretty good. It's a beautiful place for breakfast. Looking out into the meadows. The sun shining on the beautiful fall trees, the fall leaves. It's quiet. I hear birds chirping, the wind blowing. There's little creatures scurrying out to get their morning acorn breakfast. Little squirrels and little chipmunk things. They're everywhere here in the wilderness. Were you cold last night? I forgot to put you in the sleeping bag. I walked down this road last night, and now I'm coming back the other way, and look, there's a big puddle of chocolate milk, frozen chocolate milk. And yesterday when I walked through here, only a little bit of it was frozen. Last night. Ooh! See? It's froze. Frozen chocolate milk. I wonder how thick it is. Let's see how thick it is by bashing a hole in it. Oh, okay. Oh, it's not thick at all. I shan't be walking on it. That's pretty cool. A frozen puddle of chocolate milk. Well, I'm almost back to the vehicle. And that was a great, I'm going to do more of this. Little 1 or 2 night backpacking trip. I had a really nice relaxing time, but definitely a couple things about my gear that I'm going to work on is my quilt. I had a heck of a time with my quilt. I've used it a lot, and I'm always cold. Just drafty. It's a 20 degree UGQ. I think it's 850 fill. Long version. There's 2 pad straps on there. The lower one is like right about where your hips are, and then there's the upper one that's up by your shoulders. But when I use the shoulder one, there's a draft between the angle that's created by the quilt going down to the edge of the pad and my shoulder. So there's like a big hole right there. So I started not using that strap and using the neck cinch. I call it the neck cinch because there's birds. Because you snap this snap around the back of your neck, And then you can kind of cinch the cinch down, and they've thoughtfully put a pull string and a little locking mechanism right there by your chin so you can get your beard caught in it. So that hurts. And the snap pops, so you roll around or something, the snap pops open. So it's all good. I like that stuff. It's very light. I'm just gonna try a sleeping bag next time, I think. So yeah, the Z-Lite, I'm not gonna bring it. I'm gonna switch over to a sleeping bag and see how I do with that. Definitely need one with pad straps though. I had a REI Igneo 17, which I liked pretty good, but it was really tight and slender. So it's like sleeping in pantyhose. It's really tight. I don't know if you've ever slept in pantyhose before, but that's what it feels like. It's really tight. So, and then you slide all around, you slide off your pad, and so definitely gonna look for a sleeping bag with a little bit of room and pad straps. If you know of one, comment for me down at the bottom. Recommendation. Yeah, I'm almost back. What a great hike. I'm glad you came along. Isn't this trail beautiful? What a nice time. Yeah, see, also, this thing's up here on my shoulders. Keeps catching on branches and stuff. I don't like it. I've always been one who tries to keep everything inside the pack. I'm talking too much. I think that's it. I think that's going to be the end of the video because I'm just about back to the truck. And what a great time. I'm glad you were here. It's good to see you, as always. And I think that's it. The video's over, okay? Goodbye.